hear the news that Starbucks has released their pumpkin spice latte earlier than ever before. All right, so we're just gonna have some fun about that since it's, what is it? It's August 21st. It's nowhere near Halloween, nowhere near the fall season yet, but they're releasing this early. So let's just play and have a really fabulous time. So we're going to go to ChatGPT here, and we're just going to ask it to write a song about this pumpkin spice latte. And do it in the style of Monster Mash. Maybe that'll help their lyric making, maybe not. And we're going to say this is because Starbucks is releasing it earlier than ever, but do not use Starbucks' name at all for scary monster fear of legal action. All right? So let's have some fun and just see what ChatGPT does with this. All right, so they have a first verse. I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my potion began to bubble and steam, and out popped a latte like a spooky dream. This is fantastic. Okay, for the chorus, it was the pumpkin spice latte. Pumpkin spice latte. It's back for fall, but way too soon for that. The pumpkin spice latte. They've unleashed it now, and there's no turning back. Perfect. That works for me. And I read through this because sometimes you're going to get something that doesn't really work for you. You think there's a better rhyme. That often happens. I have to tweak it. Now, since the sake of me doing this live, I may not do the same that I would normally do, but let's just continue here and test it out. And again, read what you get out loud, whether it's an email for marketing or whether it's a new blog post, anything that you do, you want to edit it and make it your own. You are moving from author to editor with AI. So, verse 2, we have the ghouls and goblins were all in fright. Not this early, they cried. It just ain't right. But the baristas, they cackled with glee, mixing up that brew for you and me. And then they repeat the chorus. Bridge. Out from the crypt the customers came, dragging their chains with no one to blame. They craved that blend of spice and brew. Even the vampires joined the queue. I love this. And then the chorus again, and then an outro. So if you're feeling a chill in the air, but it's still too warm, it just ain't fair. And it is very warm today. Remember the tale of that early fright when pumpkin spice haunted the summer night. And then they have the final chorus, and there's no turning back. Usually, I would change some things. But right now, this actually is great. And it coincides with the fact that I'm doing this live, and therefore I want to keep the momentum going for our little chat here. So here's where it gets really good. I'm going to share with you now a tool called Suno, and I highly recommend that you try this out. Suno.com has this possibility where once you sign up, you can go here to custom, and you can paste in the lyrics that you've created with some help. And I want to come in through here and I want to make sure that I take off the things that say like verse or chorus because I don't need that in the song. And I'm just going to be careful to make sure that they don't incorporate that into the song. And so I'm removing all that stuff, and then we're just going to give it a genre. And what genre should we use? Maybe we'll continue with that Monster Mash, the old classic Monster Mash kind of story. Okay, and they do have no turning back here again. We'll keep that in as a last little refrain. So those are the lyrics, and I'm just coming back through to see. It looks great. And so like I said, now we're going to say the style of the music. And let's just do that. Let's just go, you know, old campy monster song. And since I don't know if that's going to be anything that it can relate to, I'm going to say like Monster Mash. And let's just see what it does. Okay. And then what are we going to call this? It was way too early. How about No Turning Back? That seems to be a good one. But I do want the pumpkin spice latte in the title. So let's title this Pumpkin Spice Latte No Turning Back no turning back from the pumpkin spice latte and create. Now, while it's creating, it'll take a few minutes probably for us to do this. I'll share with you that I did this recently. Well, it's working quick on it now. I shared recently a poem that I came up with about AI and about how AI really helps us get over the feeling of being overwhelmed by all the complicated technical things. And I put it into this Suno, and I got different versions of this song called A Way to Rise, and I'll link to it from the end of this video, or you can just check it out right now, of course, after we're done. And check it out, because the one that came out I really like, and in fact I kind of hum it to myself or whistle it to myself throughout the day. It is super catchy. And I liked this third one that was in a style of arena alternative rock or anthem alternative rock. And that one worked out really well. And then I even tried it with gangster rap. And then, you know, I tried some more this morning of a different song. And then today, let's see what we have here. Okay. Hopefully we won't get muted because of this kind of...
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my potion began to bubble and steam, and out popped a latte like a spooky dream. It was
fantastic. Okay, now I'm going to pause that for the sake of time, and I'll let you just listen to the version that we produce. Once I put some visuals to it, I'll make a little music video. But let's try the other one.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld
this isn't what I'm really looking for.
sight.
So I'm going to go back to this first one and just go for it. This is a lot of fun.
The ghouls and the goblins were all in fright. Not this early, they cried. It just ain't right. But the baristas, they cackled with glee, mixing up that brew for you and me. It was the pumpkin spice latte in August. Can you imagine?
All right, awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and just download that. And I could do video here, but all it does is it puts this album art on it, which is pretty cool, but it's still. And so instead, I'm just going to download the audio. And now, after we wrap this up, I'm just going to find some quick... Now, I say quick. Now, if I were to just upload the song, we're done. And what'd that take? Minutes. But I like to put a little bit more to it, so I'm going to look for some B-roll video that I can put that'll work with it. And right now, you can actually create AI video. In my experience, what I found so far, though, is it's just like 4 seconds of video. So it might be better to use still images and make kind of a slideshow, or use your own video as B-roll if you actually want to make your own music video. So that's what we've been talking about today, sharing some fun with the news of the super early pumpkin spice latte. Please, if you've enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and contact me at Jim@BetterPhoto if you have any questions, or comment down below. Ask questions or share the results of your experimentation with this. And I do invite you to give it a try, give it a spin, or if you have any objections, let me know what they are. I'd be really interested in if there's any frustrations or obstacles or roadblocks for you. All right, have a wonderful week. Enjoy playing and making your own songs, and maybe even your own MTV style music videos. Talk to you later.